every time you turn around, there's something that's going to affect your finances. It's either going to be Social Security may have gone up or gone down. Probably the cost of your health care is God knows what it's doing. And of course, those great things you have out there called your retirement funds. And that can get you a little bit nervous. Well, you know what? You're not the only one that sees that. There are people out there that want to prey on you because they know that it's happening, and they also know that we, the senior citizens, control the majority of the wealth in the United States. So to help us today is Joe Borg, the director of the Alabama Securities Commission. And Joe, you know, we're a target. We're not a moving target. We can't move too fast anymore as we get older.
Well, seniors are targets. Because, Jack, do you know that $13 trillion is held by seniors?
Absolutely.
13 trillion. Not even billion.
That's trillion. That's right.
And so, you know, seniors become targets of con artists and scam artists and crooks. And obviously, like the old bank robber Willie Sutton used to say, why do you rob banks?
It's
where the money is
at.
Okay.
And you know, the interesting thing is they've worked hard all their lives. They've got a good work ethic. They've built up a nest egg. They've done things that they're supposed to do, but now they're seeing everything's kind of shaky, isn't it?
Well, look, CD rates are down to historical lows.
That's right.
Traditionally, seniors put money in banks and CD rates in 5 and 6 or 7%. You know, and they would use that income to live. Well, now those rates are really way down. Lifestyle changes. You know, things have gone up. Costs gone up.
Sure.
People are living longer.
That's right.
And they're worried about their retirement. They're worried about Social Security. They're worried about health costs. They're worried about their kids. They're worried about all sorts of things. Things have been shaky. Well, con artists use that to prey on people. They're going to try and convince you either a greed tactic, like we can make a lot more money because you outlive it, or a fear tactic. You're going to run out of money. You're going to be destitute. Your kids aren't going to be able to do anything. You're going to have to take care of them. Social Security isn't going to be around anymore. These scare tactics are what frighten people to death. And so the con artists use these psychological techniques to convince you that you got to do something. You can't leave it the way it is.
You have to act right now.
Right now. And then they come back and start with the, well, we're a very credible company. We have this great name. Of course, they made it up half the time.
Right.
We have these exotic investments that are going to dangle the riches in front of you. So these phantom riches are out there. We're going to take care of you where nobody else can.
We've got all these people that have already invested with us.
The social consciousness.
Right.
You know, it's like, well, we've got, you know, all these wonderful folks that, of course, a lot of this is made up when it comes to fraud. And the scarcity issue, like, you know, there's only a little bit of this, you better get in now.
That's right.
Well, look, the first thing you ought to do and understand before you deal business with anybody, get their name, get the company, and what it is they want to invest it in, and call us at 1-800-222-1253. And we will tell you whether they're licensed or registered. Because none of these people can sell you these things unless they're properly licensed with us, which means they got to take exams. They have to be examined. Now, that doesn't mean, you know, we're going to guarantee there's no risk.
Right.
That's not the issue.
Right.
I mean, if you want to buy X versus Y, you have to decide for yourself, and you have to have somebody who's a good advisor to talk to you about it.
You're going to let them know that what they're selling is reality.
Exactly.
As opposed to poofery.
Jack, we've seen everything from false beachfront property to after tornado investments to building scams to phony stocks, microelectronics. You
oil,
name it.
energy.
Oh, oil and gas is big.
Yeah.
Jack, every time oil goes up to, you know, $3.50, $4 a gallon, we can open up a scam a week in our office.
I can imagine. So people, basically, you have investment guides for people too, don't you?
You know, if they go on our website, we have everything from retirement planning guides to just basic stuff like what's the difference between a stock and a bond? How does a mutual fund work? Good educational material. It's not going to make you an expert just to read it, but at least you'll have an idea of what they're trying to talk to you about and ask intelligent questions. But never, ever send the check or promise anything until you call us at 1-800-222-1253, ask for, you know, information. I've been approached by John Smith or whoever it may be, and say, is he licensed?
Yeah.
We'll send you a complete report free of charge.
And the key is, even if it's a friend, Because, you know,
Jack, the biggest scams we see in Alabama, first of all, are through churches because friends
Right.
talk to friends in a religious setting. I've seen more money stolen in the name of God than any other way.
isn't that amazing?
It's just
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And these scams will continue against the senior citizens because that's where the assets are. Protect yourself. You work too hard for your
Right.
money.
And the key is say no. Or say, wait a minute, somebody else has to give me an answer on this.
There's no deal that's so good today that won't be here next week.
You got that right. Good, thank you. And just remember this, Alabama Securities Commission, it's a service for you in the state of Alabama, costs you absolutely nothing. They're there to see that you are well taken care of in any security transaction that you do. We'll be right back right after this.